Google just released an AI tool that edits images by just telling it what you want it to change. It could literally replace Photoshop. It's completely free and it's about to save you a lot of time, especially if you have ADHD. But here's the crazy part. There are even more impressive Google AI tools just like this, but most people have no idea these even exist. While everyone's been obsessing over ChatGPT, Google has quietly built an entire ecosystem of AI tools that actually work with neurodivergent brains instead of against them. And what I discovered will completely change the way you think about productivity. I'm Ryan, and if you're new here, this channel is all about using AI to simplify your life, especially if you have ADHD. Here's what nobody tells you about ADHD and productivity. The problem isn't that you're not trying hard enough, it's that most tools are designed for neurotypical brains that can handle complex systems and endless choices. So today I'm sharing 10 Google AI tools that I've tested, and together they save me a ridiculous amount of time every single week. Oh, and before we dive in, I've actually created a free Notion template with ADHD-friendly AI prompts that help you stay on track even when your brain feels completely overwhelmed. It's completely free. Just click the link below if you're interested. All right, so I've tested a lot of different AI tools over the past year. Some were genuinely helpful, but if I'm being honest, most of them weren't actually that great. They just felt like shiny distractions that made me feel more overwhelmed than I already did. But these Google AI tools are different. They're built into systems you probably already use. They work together instead of against each other. And most importantly, they actually understand how ADHD brains process information. I'll show you exactly how each tool works, what ADHD problems they solve, and give you my honest opinion on whether or not they're actually worth your time. So let's start with the tool that is literally all over the internet right now, Nano Banana. This is my son's, it's not mine. It was just for the video. Yes, you heard that right. That's the nickname everyone's been using. It's officially called Gemini 2.5 Flash Image, but I mean, let's be honest, Nano Banana sounds way more fun, right? This is Google's lightning fast new AI model that creates ultra realistic images in seconds, and the internet cannot stop showing off the crazy results. Watch this. I can literally type Mario riding a banana through a rainbow world, and in about 3 seconds, I have this wild, professional quality looking image. But here's where it gets really powerful for ADHD brains. I can edit it just by describing what I want it to change. I could ask it to make Mario wear a cowboy hat. Done. Add more bananas floating around. Done. Change the rainbow to pizza slices. Done. This is an absolute game changer for people with ADHD. No more complicated design software. No more drowning in 20 different menu options. Just type what you want and watch the magic happen. Oh, and it's completely free to use. But if you thought that was helpful, this next tool solves an even bigger problem. This is Google Whisk, and it just solved one of the biggest ADHD creative problems: blank page paralysis. Let's say you need an image for your video, but when someone asks you to describe what you want, your brain just freezes. Sound familiar? Whisk changes everything. No text prompts needed. Instead, you just drag and drop 3 images: subject, scene, and style. Check this out. I'll take a photo of my cat Lucky. Yes, I have a cat called Lucky. Add a space theme background and choose an anime art style. Within seconds, I get this amazing mashup that would take hours using complicated editing software. It's completely free to use and perfect for ADHD brains because it supports visual thinking instead of forcing you to translate images into words. But here's where things get really interesting. This is Google AI Studio, and it solves one of the biggest ADHD productivity killers: context switching. You know that feeling you get when you're bouncing between 5 different apps to get one project done? Your brain is wasting energy every time you switch context. AI Studio fixes this problem by putting everything in one place. You can chat with AI, generate images, work on projects, all in one workspace. I can start a conversation about a video idea, generate thumbnail ideas for it, and then work on the script all in the same place. And again, completely free. But here's the crazy part. This next tool can learn your patterns. This is Google Gemini with gems, and it's like having a personal assistant that never forgets and never gets tired. Here's why it's helpful for people with ADHD. Instead of remembering complicate every single time, you can create gems, pre-built AI assistants for specific tasks. Think of it like a custom GPT for Google. I created the gem called Content Creator, and it knows my exact process for creating YouTube videos. This saves me so much mental energy because instead of typing out detailed instructions every time I use it, my gems already know my preferences and processes. If you thought that was helpful, wait until you see what this research tool can. This is Notebook LM, and it's like having a research assistant that never gets confused or overwhelmed. Here's the ADHD problem. You find interesting articles and videos to watch later, but then you can't remember what was in them or where you saved them. The research rabbit hole becomes this overwhelming mess. Notebook LM solves this completely. You can upload documents, articles, even YouTube transcripts, and it becomes your personal research assistant. But here's the mind-blowing feature. It can generate entire podcast conversations between two AI hosts discussing your research. Not only that, it now creates video overviews too, so you can turn your research into engaging, digestible content. Speaking of research, this next tool eliminates the biggest time waster. If you've used Google search this year, then you've probably already seen this. This is AI mode and it saves you from falling down research rabbit hole. Here's what happens to ADHD brains. You search for productivity tips, you open 12 different tabs, and 2 hours later, you're reading about the history of office chairs with absolutely no useful information. AI mode uses a custom version of Gemini to give you detailed answers right at the top of the page with links to sources. No more tab chaos, no more getting distracted by clickbait headlines. And if you're a content creator, you're gonna love this next tool. This is Google Video Free, and it's made video creation easier than ever. Video editing can be overwhelming. Too many buttons, too many effects, too many decisions. Your ADHD brain might shut down before you even start. Video Free changes this. You describe the video you want and it creates an 8-second clip. Perfect for social media content and video intros, but it can only create 8-second clips at the moment, so just keep that in mind. But here's something most people don't even know exists. This is YouTube's AI Ask feature, and it's revolutionizing how ADHD brains learn from video content. You know how you watch a 45-minute tutorial, but you only need one specific part, or you watch something interesting, but you can't remember the key points later. Now you can literally ask questions about any YouTube video. What were the 3 main takeaways from this video? How do I do the technique mentioned at 15 minutes? It's like having a conversation with every video you watch, so you don't need to entire videos just to find specific information. This is currently only available to premium users in the US, but it is slowly rolling out across other countries, so keep your eye out for this one. But this next tool tackles one of the biggest ADHD energy drains. This is Gemini in Gmail, and it's helped me so much with managing my emails. Here's the ADHD email cycle. Emails pile up, you avoid them, they pile up more, you feel guilty for not checking them, and the cycle continues until you have about 200 unread messages and feel completely overwhelmed. Gemini helps to break the cycle by summarizing long email threads. It can draft replies in your tone of voice. It organizes your emails by priorities, and it can even create calendar events from emails. I went from spending hours drowning in my inbox to managing everything in about 20 minutes. And finally, the tool that eliminates the most frustrating ADHD. This is Gemini in Google Docs, and it's been a complete game changer for overcoming writer's block and executive dysfunction. You know that feeling when you just stare at a blank document and your brain just won't do anything? That's not laziness, that's ADHD executive dysfunction, and it's exhausting. Gemini eliminates this by outlining any document from a simple description. It can generate sections from scattered bullet points. It can fix grammar and improve the flow of the text. And there's even a new AI function for advanced data processing. Not that I usually do advanced data processing, but I guess it's nice to have. Let me be completely transparent about how much time these AI tools will actually help you save. This will be different for everyone, depending on what you do, how you work, and which tools fit your specific needs. I'm not saying everyone will save the same amount of time using these tools. I'm just sharing my honest experience, but they have saved me so much time already. But more importantly, they've helped me overcome my ADHD overwhelm over and over again. This means that I'm spending less time fighting with AI tools and more time actually creating and being productive. These tools work together. Most of them are free, and most importantly, they're designed to support your brain, not replace your creativity. You still get to be creative, you still get to make decisions, you just don't have to waste mental energy on the boring stuff. And if you found this video helpful at all, or you just think Nano Banana sounds fun, don't forget to download my free Notion template and subscribe to the channel. It tells YouTube to show this to more people with ADHD that might find these AI tools helpful. And if you want to see how I use AI to plan my entire week without getting overwhelmed, check out this video right here. I'll see you there.